Hey everybody, we're gonna winterize our A-liner and show you how to do it. To get started, you need a small air compressor with a hose, a blowout plug, and a 1 1/16 inch socket. We got all of our equipment from Amazon and we'll put links in our description for you. To get started, first we're gonna show you how to drain the water heater. We actually didn't use ours this year, so you won't see any water come out, but we'll show you how to do it. First, we're going to remove the anode rod. Here is where you'll use your 1 1/16 socket. The anode rod keeps your water heater from corroding, so make sure you keep it in a safe place.
Time for a new one.
Next, release your pop-out valve. If you used your hot water heater this year, a lot of water will come out of here. But ours is empty because we didn't use it. There are 2 drain plugs that need to be open, one for the hot water tank and one for the cold water tank. Pablo just unscrewed the cold water tank. And then you have to crawl under a little bit to unscrew the hot water plug. While you're doing this, make sure you don't lose the caps. So we'll zoom out a little bit and you can see on the left is for the hot water and on the right is for the cold. Next, open the shower. Okay, so we're just opening all the holes and areas where the water can come out with pressure. And now we're gonna go inside and do the sink. You'll want to make sure you blow air through both the hot and cold lines for the sink. There's one more spot inside that we want to show you that you'll want to be sure is open. This knob needs to be open, which allows air to go into the water heater. Ours was closed because we didn't use it this year. Okay, so this is your cold water tank. This is your hot water tank. We're opening the fresh water valve. We're going to push air through here and run air through the cool and the hot water to get all the water out of those lines this winter. And again, here's our little pancake air compressor. We'll show you the kit we got and the tools you need you can get on Amazon. Now is when you turn the air compressor on and set the regulator to 35 psi. You have to pressure up the air compressor before you blow the lines.
So we're going to connect to the fresh water connection, and we are going to use about 30 to 35 psi of air to push through all the lines and get the water out of everything.
Now take your blowout plug and hook it up to your fresh water connection. The blowout plug just screws in. Okay, and once you connect your hose, air will start pushing through your entire system. The outdoor shower can be a little tricky, so you'll want to shake out the line and be sure you get both the hot water and the cold water faucet. So we just came back from camping and we manually drained the water tank before we left, but we'll show you what kind of amounts of water are coming out of the sink right now. So you can see there's enough that it could freeze. You want to blow that out.
Oh, there's a lot of water. Look at that.
And our air compressor is pretty small, which is why we need to repeat this process a couple times just to make sure we purge the system.
Okay, so all that water we just pushed through the sink it's now sitting on the drain pipe right here. So we're going to open this up, and we wouldn't have been able to do this if we didn't use the compressor. All that water would be in the lines. So all of this. That's a lot of water for those little lines, so we need that out. So now it's good.
Okay, now we're going for round number 2. You should repeat this process until you think you get all the water out of the lines.
Okay, make sure you catch this one, because one way is open and one way is closed. So make sure you put your hand like that and be sure that it's open.
Now we're pressuring up for round number 3. So Pablo's just touching to make sure you can feel air coming out. Okay, so you need to do this process 3 or 4 times or until water stops coming out of the lines.
After you're done, you can choose to leave this open right here where the anode rod goes in, or you can put a little plug. Ideally, it has vents, so any remaining drops or anything that's in there can expand.
And that's how you winterize your A-liner. Let us know if you have any questions.